Okay, so we are going to interpret diagrams involving 3D coordinates. So this is a recap for anyone that was in today, and for anyone that wasn't, please have a wee look at this. So with 3D coordinates, what we're now looking at is moving along is your x, so left and right. Your old school axes being x being and y being along and then up and down. What we're changing the y-axis to is back and forwards instead, and then z is the space up and down. Oops. So, example 1, choose the point 846, write down the coordinates of our vertices. Okay, so we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, and H. So we've been given G already. So, what we're going to look at here is I'm going to highlight, pink, so anything going this way is 8. Oops, not very good with these boards. So that's going to be 8 as well, and that dotted line at the bottom is 8. Anything in red, I'm going to highlight is the y-axis, so that's going back the way, and then we'll go for blue being up and down. So, basically, anything in pink is 8, anything in red going back is 4, and anything going up in blue is 6. So A, clearly 0, 0, 0. B, well, I'm going along 8 from A, but I'm going nowhere else, so it must be 8, 0, 0. C, well, I'm going 8, then 4, and then not up, so it's 8, 4, 0. D, well, I'm back at the start and I'm going 0, 4, 0. So 0, 4, 0. E, well, I'm not going along, I'm not going forward or back, I am going directly up 6, so it's 0, 0, 6. F, I'm going 8, not back any, or forward any, sorry. But then I'm going up 6, so it's 8, 0, 6. G, I already know, 8, 4, 6, and H is 0, 4, 6. Okay? If you want to have a wee go at that, pause the video. And now I'm going to go through the answers. So A, again, is 0, 0, 0. B, well, I am going to mark in, that's 6, that's 3, and that is 4. So B, how am I getting to B? Well, it's straight along 6, so it's going to be 6, 0, 0. C, well, what is C? Oops. C is 6, 3, 0. D is 0, 3, 0, because those two there are the same. So 0, oops, 0, 3, 0. E is 0, 0, 4. G, F even. F is 6, 0, because I'm not going in that direction, 4. I know what G is, so H is 0, 3, 4. Okay, right, what about the pyramid? Now the big thing about the pyramid is, the point of a pyramid is right in the middle and then back out this way. So, what I know is that A is still 0, 0, 0, so I'm going to write A is 0, 0, 0. But up to here is 3. Oops, I'm going to not write it again. Up to there is 3. So that's also got to be 3. So B is 6, 0, 0. Okay? C Well, it's a square-based pyramid going with the lines on either side, so that's 6. That's 6. So that has to be 6. 6, 0. D, to finish off, well, it's a wee bit tricky because of the axis, but that is on the axis there, so that is 0, 6, 0. Okay. I'll leave that one for you to maybe try for a second. Okay. The coordinates of F, well, how do I get to F? I'm told that the point E is 5, 3, 1, so that's 5, 3, and 1. Just be aware the diagrams aren't really particularly accurate, so just kind of go with the information they give you. Now, F is 5 along and 3 back. I'm not going up, so it's 5, 3, 0. And part B, the coordinate of G, I am not going along, so it's 0. I am going back 3, but I'm not going up, so it's 0, 3, 0. Okay. Right, another one. We've got a cube, side 2 units, so all the sides in the cube are 2. Take a minute or so to have a go at it. Pause the video. Okay. Q is the midpoint of the face, and now it's the back face there. B is the coordinate 2, 2, 0, so that tells us that's 2, 2, and because it's a cube, that's also 2. Write down the coordinates of G and Q. Well, how am I getting to G? Well, I'm going back 2 and up 2. So I've got G is 0, 2, 2. Q, I am going halfway along, which is 1. I'm going all the way back, which is 2, and then I'm going up 1. So 1, 2, and 1. And that's just where you need to be a wee bit careful with the diagram. It's not exactly perfect, so just be aware of that. Okay, one more to do with a cuboid, a wee bit of different information. The diagram shows a cuboid. P is the point 4, 0, 0. Q is 4, 2, 0, and U is 4, 2, 3. M is the midpoint of OR, so it's halfway along. N is the point such that UN is a third of UQ. So we're going to be comparing the Z coordinates there. Okay, calculate the coordinates of M and N. M, well, we are not going along any, so it's got to be 0. We're going halfway along, and I know it doesn't look like halfway, but that's what it says there. So that is, well, what's the line to the cube? Let's just mark it in. 4, 2, and 3. So it's going to be 4, and up half is 1. So it's going to be 1, and the height is 0. So 0, 1, 0. N, well, it's 4 along and 2 back. And we're told that UN is a third of UQ, but equally, if you broke that in, if that's a third, that must be 2 thirds. So if you look, you've got a distance of 3, so that must be 2, and 1, so it is 2. Okay, on to some past paper questions. This is from 2014. Again, pause the video, have a wee go at it. I'm going to talk you through the answer. We've got a cube placed on top of a cuboid. We're told that's 8, that's 4, and that's 6. It can be quite handy here to highlight similar movements. So that's quite handy. I'm probably not going to add in the last bit. Red will go there, all red. Likewise, so is everything in that cube. And then we'll go for yellow being the vertical Z direction. Quite handy to colour code. I would recommend you getting some highlighters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just put in an extra pink bit because that bit there is, although it's still vertical, it is a different length, so I'll put that in pink. Okay. Right, so what can we interpret from this? Well, the coordinate of B, I'm going to go 8, I'm going to go 4, I'm going 6, but then because this is a cube, we know that that's 4, so that also must be 4. So it's going to be 8, 4, 10. Coordinate of C, well, I'm going kind of halfway along 4, I'm not going back at all, so it's 0, but that is in the same bit as that bit, so it's also going to be 10. Okay, we're just going to run through some more past papers. We'll get to 2017. Again, the height of the pyramid is half the height of the cube. Well, it's a cube, so that's going to be 6, that's going to be 6, that's going to be 6. That means the height of the pyramid, so down to there, is going to be 3. Right, what's it asking for the coordinates of B and C again? So B, let's see, how do we get to B? Well, I am not going to log any. I am going to go back 6, and I'm going to go up 6. So it's 0, 6, 6. C, what am I doing with C? I am going along 3, in 3, and then I'm going up 6 there. So that's 3, 3, 3. I'm going up 6, then another 3, so that is 3, 3, 9. Right, a couple more to go. So 2016, this is only 1 mark, coordinate of B. How do I get to B? Well, be careful, this isn't starting at 0, it's starting at 2. So I'm just going to add in, well, if that bit there, if I dotted that down, that's going to be 5, 0, 0. Now that's 3, so that also must be 3. So that bit there is 8, 0, 0. Likewise, that bit there, albeit it's not very accurate, I'm going to redraw that. That is 2, which means that has to be 2. So the coordinate of B is 8, 4, 0. Right. 2018, same again, let's get a different starting point. We're asked for the coordinates of B and C. Quite handy to work out. D, I suppose, we'll just add that in. Again, that is going to be 4, 0, 0, which would make that 6, 0. Oops, rub that out. That would make this 6, 0, 0. Now what we're told that AD equals AE. DC is 8 units, so these lines here are 8. So that tells me which direction am I going in. Well, it's the Y direction, it's parallel with the Y axis. So that is 8, which makes C 6, 8, 0. What about B? Well, it's A, but moved along 8 in the Y direction, so that's C. B is going to be 4, 8, 5. Okay, 2 more to go. 2019, last year's exam question. Diagram shows a cone with diameter of 6. Okay, that's good to know. This yellow bit is 6. Let me draw that. This yellow bit is 6. But so is this pink bit, it's just different direction. Okay, and the height's, the height's 8. So the height there is 8, and it asks for the coordinates of A and B. So A, well, A, if you imagine coming down here, that's going along 3. It's going along half the distance, so that bit there is 3. So it's 3, 0, 0. B, likewise, well, you're going along 3 and up 3, because the point in a pyramid or a cone is directly in the middle, so it's 3, 3, and you're told the height is 8. Okay, 1 more to go. Different diagram. This is an old higher question, but still really accessible for you guys. It's actually maybe a bit more visual for you. Find the coordinates of C, D, and B. So C, D, and B. Okay, let's start with C. Well, starting here, I'm going to come along 4. I'm actually going along the Y direction 3, so I can start off by writing 4, 3, and then hopefully you can see I'm coming up 4 as well. So it's 4, 3, 4. Okay, the next one, what's happening? Well, D. Now I'm coming all the way down to, oops, double line, all the way down to 6, coming along 2, and up 2. So that is going to be 6, 2, 2. And lastly, we've got B. So again, very similar to D, down 6, this time along 4, and then up 2, so it's going to be 6, 4, 2. What I would encourage anyone that wasn't here today, could you have a look at these questions without the answers first of all, work through them. I will put a page on Google Classroom for you to print off or to work from without the writing on it. I think it's quite helpful to have a printed out version yourself. I've got some copies for you in class as well if you want to drop in and get that.